guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm giving you guys what you want. So I did a box and charm spoiler video. I created this look with this top and everyone was bugging out saying you guys wanted to see what it is that I did to my eyes, what it is that I'm using on my lips that kind of gave me that hey, I got fillers type of look without really getting fillers. So in this video, I am recreating the look from that video, which you see right here. And I'm also going to show you the lip plumper that I am using. That's giving me these juicy, kind of voluptuous lips. So if you'd like to see how I put this look together and what my not so secret contraption is, keep watching. Alright guys, so this look is extremely simple, I promise, and I'm gonna keep it simple. So what I'm going to do is, I was looking for my primer. We're gonna go ahead and prime the lids. I use the Smashbox, y'all already know, lid primer in medium. Feel free, no, this one's the light. Feel free, I put some on the lashes, that's not cute. Feel free to use whatever primer works for you. I am actually excited to be trying new ones that are coming my way. So, you know, just use whatever lid primer you have at your disposal at this time. And make sure you don't put any on your lashes because then it's a pain in the butt to take off. All right, so the first step is we are gonna grab these babies over here. I have a huckleberry and I have cotton candy. And I know there was like a lot of back and forth with regards to these shades. I absolutely love them though. And I am honestly not impressed that I created such like a pretty look because they're just, I don't know. Ace Beauty shadows are so good. So all I did was I grabbed a fluffy brush and I began to apply this all over the crease. I know it looks really purple in the little pot, but when you use a fluffy brush and you start to blend the edges out, you do get that pinky effect. So it shears out really nicely. If you get some on the lid, that is fine because we're gonna top that off with the other shade. So just blend as you go. I feel like I want to add a little more of the huckleberry here up in the crease area so it's not too sheer and you can still see some of that purplish pink coming through. And I added the pink piece because obviously we are shearing it out, but it looks really pretty. And then just blend out the edges with the balance of the product that you have. Now we're gonna move on to the cotton candy shade. I used my finger for this and I just tapped it on to the lower portion of my lid, inner corners and all. And then I blended up a little bit. I feel like you can use a brush for this if you wanted to too, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get more color payoff if you use your finger. Then I went back in with the initial fluffy brush and I just blended out the edges. And I think that's what gave it more of a pinky hue. As y'all can see, you're just blending out the edges. You're going to leave this portion of the eye nice and bold. You're not gonna touch that. If you do end up blending a little bit too much and you're happy with the way it looks, but you also want this to be nice and bold, that's fine. Just go back in and pat a little more of the cotton candy back into place. That's exactly what I'm gonna do anyway because I want it to be like bam in your face. So I'm blending out the edges and then we're gonna go back in with a little bit more of the cotton candy just like on the lower portion. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't like potted shadows like this. I don't like singles. I like palettes because I'll have every single shape that I can use to create a look in one kind of big, like, you know, a palette. But these are really nice. I don't like that they're like individualized, but I like the color payoff and I like the way they look. So it is kind of like a compromise. Now we're gonna apply our eyeliner. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how I'm becoming, but I've been using this baby. I purchased it myself. I actually like it and it's felt tip. It is the Roller Liner by Benefit Cosmetics. And you know what I like? It doesn't give me that sharp edge. I kind of gotta work for it, but it is nice. It is opaque. It's not super matte. That's perfectly fine because the strokes are just clean and I like that. And I haven't experienced any eyeliner that's like this. Every one that I've tried that's felt tip, it starts to dry out. They're skipping. I just don't like it. But this one, something different about it. Now we're gonna move on to applying lashes. The thing about it is, I'm going to be honest, I am very irresponsible with lashes, and I have no idea where the ones that I had on that day that I created this look are at. Like, me and Ty have been looking for them, can't find them. I wouldn't be surprised if I find them under a shoe one day, but as of right now, I don't know where they are. I do know they are House of Lashes lashes. So you know those are a little pricey. Not a little pricey. They're kind of pricey. No, they're very pricey. Not only do I not know where they are, but I have the box like right here, and it's teasing me because I really liked those lashes. But for now, we're gonna move on and use these. These are the Blinking Beauty Luxe Silk Lashes. The box fell out. And these are in Mademoiselle, so I am going to take them out of the packaging. I went ahead and trimmed my lashes. I generally do have to trim lashes almost with every single lash style, just because I don't have really big eyes. But there are some lashes that I can get away with just putting them on and not having to trim them. But these I did have to trim. We're going to use today for the eyes, I'm going to use the Esquito Companion Eyelash Glue. That was my phone. I absolutely love this lash glue because it dries so fast. It's inexpensive, and I love that, weirdly enough, I've been able to take my lashes off after having them on for several hours. If they tend to get a little uncomfortable or shift on me, I can take the lash off and basically, honestly, adjust it and then put it right back in place without adding any more glue. I am obsessed with this lash glue. I'm not gonna go back to any other lash glue because this one's amazing. So I am going to wait till this one kind of gets a little tacky. We're gonna apply our lashes. We're gonna move on. To finish off the eyes, I am going to use the Tarte Big Eagle Mascara on the top lashes. All I did was just kind of like brush through really lightly. I'm not trying to overdo it. I don't want to ruin the falsies, but I want them to kind of mix together. I don't always do this, but I did do it for that video, hence why I'm doing it now. Now let's move on to the rest of the face. I am going to use this baby here. I received in a Tri-Bit beauty box, and this is the Glow Ahead face oil. I did move on and I was gonna apply my foundation, and I was like, what are you doing? You haven't applied a base. I have been liking applying a little bit of an oil type of situation. It adds to the hydration and luminosity. I just exfoliated this morning and this smells amazing. So it's all like pro. Okay, now we can move on to foundation. So the foundation that I am using is the Bye Bye foundation that I received in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. It is absolutely amazing. It is beautiful. And this is just 2 pumps. So I do one of these all over the back of my hand, and then I apply on my face. I know it looks lighter. It is okay. We have tanned. It all works out in the end. For the under eyes, I am going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This is in Latte 375. This is all going to come together. I know y'all like, what? But y'all see the outcome. Come on. Have some faith. You know, that's part of summer that I don't like, where I don't try to tan my face and I put as much SPF as possible and it still tans on me. So I have to struggle this way. Like, my foundation will always look lighter on me in the summer, even when I have darker shades. It's weird. So like my Fenty still looks too light on me because I did tan. So, you know, when it comes to doing makeup looks in the summer, I do struggle a little bit to kind of make it all work and look like it's my skin tone, because girl, I'm never the same shade every summer. So it's better to work towards getting a shade that works for me, like with bronzing and stuff, than to like just keep buying a new foundation every summer. It just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna move on to the Becca Powder that we received in this month's BoxyCharm as well, and I am going to set my under eye. I am still obsessed. I haven't used anything else because it just doesn't make sense. How does this feel so cooling and kind of wet, as if I used a setting spray to set my under eyes, but it makes it look freaking amazing? I don't know. This technology is wonderful and I absolutely love it. So I am just gonna keep using my Becca Powder until I no longer, I don't know, like need to be using this one, or until I find a new one that feels amazing and looks amazing on the skin. I also like this one for some reason. I wonder why. Just it, you know what? It just looks amazing all over the skin, and I don't generally powder my skin. But because of how it feels, I was like, oh, and I started applying and applying, and the next thing you know, I set my entire skin with this powder, and it just felt amazing, and I was not mad at the powder being all over my face because it did its job. It did set the skin, but honestly, guys, it did not make it look like dusty, you know, like powdery, cakey in any way. It just looked nice and set, and it looked like it was a cream to powder foundation. That's basically what it looked like. See how it's mattifying? In real life, this looks amazing on the skin. To finish off the eyes, I go back with the Big Ego mascara, and I am just going to apply some on the lower lash line, but I do build it up. And then we're gonna quickly work through the brows. I ended up using the iconic London kind of, what is it? This dip brow wet, what the hell are you called? This is the Sculpt and Boost eyebrow cushion. Mine is like seriously dried down, so I had to wet it a little bit with some spray, but it still works. Still looks good. Then to kind of set my brows in place, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the liquid form. This one is in the dark, I think it is. And I'm just brushing through just so that the strokes of hair do look tamed. Now let's move on to complexion items and bring my skin back to life. So this is the Bronzed Rose by Pacifica Beauty. So you have a rosy kind of highlighting blush, and then you also have a bronzer. I tap into the bronzer and totally just bronze my skin. And then for my blush, I'm going to tap into the blush over here and just hit the cheekbones with it. To highlight, I'm gonna tap into my Huda Beauty quad. I'm gonna use the gold shade. I'm just gonna add to the glow. Not too much though, because I already have enough going on, but you know. And then I wanna go into the pink, and I'm just going to kind of like graze that over on my brow bone just so that it'll pick up the light really nicely. All right, complexion is done. Now for the start of this look. I know a lot of you guys were like, those eyes. I thought the eyes would basically be part of the show, like the main event, but it's not. Everyone was bugging out asking about my lips, what I used, where did I get it, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna show you what I used. It is not a serum. I can tap into that in another video if you guys want. I've tried different serums, different lip balms, different lip products that are supposed to kind of plump, and they just don't. I even did a 30-day course using a specific product that costed some money, and that 30-day course gave me nothing. I want to be clear, I am not trying to change my appearance. I am good. I like my lips, but I'm always curious about whether or not things work. And I remember seeing on Sephora, I think it's still available, but I've always seen it on Sephora for like well over $100 to $200 or $300. This machine, you I don't know, you like put the serum on your mouth and then like on your lips, and then you put the contraption, and then it's supposed to do its thing, and it's a treatment type of thing. And I'm like, oh, who would ever pay that much money for that? And so I went on eBay and I saw a machine that kind of looked like it, and I was like, does that even work? So I bought it, not expecting for the damn thing to work, because it cost $10 and it actually works. This is the machine I've been using just to plump my lips. I'm gonna show you how it works, but again, check the description box if you're interested. It's going to be down there. I got it off of eBay. You can find it for like 10 bucks. It runs on batteries. It runs on 2 AAA batteries. These batteries are from the dollar store, and they've been working for a really long time now. I haven't been using this every day, like I said, but for shits and giggles, why not? It does come with like a cotton lining on the inside, but and I think that's like so it can pick up your saliva, because you're gonna get some saliva going on in here if you do it right. The only thing is that I feel like the cotton lining situation does stop the suction from actually sucking your lips, because this is what it does. You put it on your lips, press the button and it suctions on your lips and then it plumps them. I'm going to show you, okay? Then we're going to move on to applying the lip products. But if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you need to make sure you follow me on Instagram because I did a live and I've tried different lip plumpers, some that have made me cry and some that have not made me cry. I actually used this and you guys were bugging out. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you totally should. My social media platforms will be at the end of the video as well, as on here on screen. But this has been featured on my Instagram lives in the past, just so that you know. So this is what my lips look like right now. And this is what they look like once they're nice and plump. Yes, it did take some of my foundation out, so I just kind of like do one of these. Much plumper. You can do it more and more and more to get a more plumping effect. I'm good with the way it is because I'm just trying to show you guys. I'm going to move on to applying my lip products. This is the Bodyography Lip Pencil in Timber. And I just lined my lips with it. And then I followed it up with Joyride, which is one of the bullet lipsticks by Huda Beauty. And I applied that in the center. And then last but not least, I ended up using my iconic London setting spray. This one is in bronze. I absolutely love this because it just adds more glow, but it like that bronzy effect because y'all know. So if you have a white shirt, don't use that. Make sure that you put a towel in front of you or something like that because it will like stain it with like little droplets of like bronze kind of shimmers in it, and that's not cute. And that is the completed look. I hope you guys find it as simple as I do. I feel like I try my best to explain things as easily as possible so that you guys can try and recreate it if you wanted to. If you don't have some of these items, that's perfectly fine. Try to identify one that is very similar to it and substitute it. At the end of the day, this is just colors. You know, if you have a pink that's very similar, use it. If you have a peach that is very similar, use it. It is fine. This is just like to try and inspire you guys to create something fun and vibrant. The lip thing though, that's just, I'm still shocked the darn thing freaking works. Make sure you check the description box down below. I'm going to link this down here. I want to answer a few of your questions really quickly because I know you guys are going to ask. I did get it off of eBay. The link is going to be in the description box. How long does it last? The first 2 or 3 times that I used it doesn't last too long. I'd like to say about 5-ish hours. And I know you're like, that's not long, girl, that's a long time. Well, when you do this first thing in the morning and then you go to work and when you come back home and your lips are like flat and your lip liner is like all the way up here, it looks like a mustache, that's not long enough. However, the more you use it, I do find that the more you use it, the quicker it plumps, the longer it lasts. Like by the 4th, 5th, and 6th time, it lasts longer and longer. I can get this done at like 7:30 in the morning and then it'll look basically like this, just maybe a little like smaller, but it'll still look nice and plump later on at 6 and 7 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a big deal to me. So it is small, so you can carry it in your bag if you wanted to. I don't. I just leave it here because I do this for like videos and stuff like that, or maybe just if I'm gonna wear lip gloss. But other than that, like I haven't really been using it like that. So it does last several hours. The more you use it, like the more often, the longer the plump is going to last, and it does not hurt at all. Okay, y'all seen me in pain before with lip plumpers trying new stuff, and I'm telling you, it doesn't hurt at all. So this is a great alternative if you're gonna go out, you know, to dinner, gonna go on a date night, you're hanging out with the girls, a family gathering, you want plump lips. I think as long as you use it several days before the day of the event, you'll be able to have some nice and plump lips for several hours. Alright guys, that is a wrap for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope that I met your expectations with kind of recreating this look. If you do recreate this look, make sure you share it with me. Make sure you tag me. I absolutely want to see your recreations. I love seeing when you guys recreate my looks because you guys do an amazing job all the time. So if you do, make sure you tag me. Don't forget my giveaway is still live. I'm going to link it up here. Make sure you go check it out if you haven't already. Make sure you sign up for that giveaway. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to spend with me, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye. Hey guys, before you go, don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, which you'll find here on screen. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you check out the other videos that are popping up on the screen. I am sure you're gonna enjoy those as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.